My husband and I have been involved in the Alexis de Tocqueville Society since the mid-90s. And I was involved with a group of women who put the Women's Initiative together back in the late 90s. And it's grown into an absolutely wonderful program for United Way across the country.
I got into Tocqueville probably in 1997, and ever since then it's just been a wonderful experience, because now being into my second career, another part of that is working for the nonprofits, and what better than the United Way.
Hello, I'm Mary Buckle, and I've been a Tocqueville member since 1999. More recently, I've been the chair of the Women of Tocqueville, actually for 2 years.
My involvement with United Way goes back a very long time. It actually started in 1982 when I was a campaign volunteer for a United Way in another city, and have really stayed involved with United Way for many, many years.
I was introduced to the Women of Tocqueville while I was running the campaign for the Coca-Cola Company. I actually went to my boss, Ingrid Saunders-Jones, who is Senior Vice President of Global Community Connection at the Coca-Cola Company, and said, I want to do that. She said, you do? She said, I thought you weren't interested in sitting on board, you had enough work. I said, but no, women in leadership roles are very important to me.
There was a recent event that the Women of Tocqueville hosted at the City of Refuge. It's a city of protection, safe haven for their children that helps women and their children get back on their feet.
It is a city that addresses so many issues that the homeless community faces. When we planned it, we felt like it was really representative of all the things that the United Way is trying to do.
And why that was such a special event for the Women of Tocqueville, not only were we of service to the residents there, we served a meal, they also entertained us with a puppet show, which was quite special, and they were really very, very appreciative of United Way and the Women of Tocqueville to be there with them that night. And it was a very special chance to touch some lives and have our lives touched with the people who are receiving the United Way attention.
The advantages and the benefits of being a Tocqueville member, being involved in United Way, period, has been far more than what I ever thought it was going to be. When you involve yourself in United Way, you're wearing a team jersey, and you don't care about what's on the back of the jersey, you care about what's on the front. And the front is United Way.
I've been able to be at some of the Street at Home events. I've been at City of Refuge, things that I had no idea about. I knew our money went to the right places, but now I can be a part of that, and it just makes you feel great when you've been blessed to be able to see where your money goes, but also to be a part of it, giving of your time.
But the significant relationship benefits that come from being a part of such a strong and vibrant organization of people who care about the same things you care about, and again, you can have an opportunity to build relationships with.
A lot of satisfaction on a lot of counts being involved with the Women of Tocqueville. There's an obvious networking and the ability to make great relationships, and I actually have made some friendships as a result of my engagement, so that's always nice. But then I think there's a lot of personal satisfaction, in seeing the results of the work.
The uniqueness about United Way as an organization is I see them as a big picture provider who knows how to source the community needs. I've seen it firsthand. I know that they know what they're doing, they know how to do it, they know how to manage the process, and that makes me very comfortable and very happy to continue to be an advocate.
What I think about the United Way that's really touched my heart are so many of the business leaders in Atlanta are truly involved. Again, not just with their money, that's extremely important, but with their time. I couldn't imagine how somebody could do that as well. And that was a great learning for me, is you need to do both. You need to carve out that time. We all have that time, and that's my greatest learning. And I really thank the United Way, and the United Way are people. And it's those people that touch your life that make you a greater
To
person.
give at a high level, no matter how well off you are, is a major sacrifice. And if you are contemplating or considering that decision, I do not think that you will have any regrets in terms of the return that you get personally and the return that the community gets.